Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is brought to you in part by our Patreon page at patreon.com/Gear Network. That's Patreon, patreon.com/Gear Network, GERE Network. While you don't have to do this, if you would like to support us, that is a very easy way to do it. For as little as $2 a month, you can get this podcast as well as all others completely commercial free, as well as exclusive content like Patreon-only podcasts, videocasts, and blogs that are not regularly available on GearNetwork.com or any RSS feed. Your support helps us continue to keep up with upgrades to software, purchase professional equipment, and assist us with production costs. Again, patreon.com/Gear Network. Do it right now for as little as $2 a month.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
Fatman.
What?
The hell are you doing on Skype again?
You called me this time.
I did not call you.
I'm the one that answered, so you called me.
Well, I didn't mean to call you.
Well, since you called me, fire up the WWE Network, and let's watch an old school Rumble.
Can at least we do my favorite one?
It's also my favorite Rumble, too.
Okay, well, let's watch the 92 Rumble on The Wrestling Show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This is the Fat Man.
And welcome, everyone, to Quarantine episode number 742.
Seems like it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The good news is that we're getting these watch-alongs done that we've always wanted to do, but never actually gotten around to it. Tonight, we are going to go the WWF route. 92 Rumble.
And why are we watching the 92 Rumble?
Because it was my first pay-per-view I'd ever experienced live. Well, live is a relative term. On pay-per-view. Live on pay-per-view.
It was your first pay-per-view you ordered.
Correct. I was 7 years old. It was my 7th birthday. It was a birthday gift from my parents. It only goes downhill from here, I guess, in terms of Rumbles.
There's one more that I actually really like. If you could find my old Rumble reviews I did probably, 8-9 years ago.
Yeah, they're still, I think they're still in the archives of the original WordPress that I did, sleazyandthefatman.wordpress.com. Maybe if I can find them, I will link them into the episode description tonight. You did all the Rumbles at one point. You did all the WrestleManias as well?
I just did all the Rumble matches.
Okay. Well, either way, so where are we at on the network? I can never figure out where the fuck shit is.
Okay, so you obviously go to WWE Network and then go to WWE Pay-Per-Views, go to 1992, and then go to the Royal Rumble. The event is only 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 24 seconds on the network. We're already zeroed out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say play, I guess we are going to hit play. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey! It actually is working.
Yay! So you has something workable. It's alright.
The 4x3 brought to you by Jake the Snake Roberts. For all your Roberts
The
needs.
Barbarian. Oh, Tommy Young. Roddy Piper. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Funny enough, I do have the audio up. The Repo Man.
Sergeant Slaughter. Woo!
I wonder if he does good in this.
Hercules. Oh my God, it's Iron Sheik. Oh yeah.
Skinner.
The British Bulldog. The $1 Million Man! Haku! Newly healed Shawn Michaels! The Warlord! El Matador! It's not softball season yet, so he's in this match.
Yeah. The Carry on Derek. Wow.
Mike Jones! Who?
The Undertaker who?
The Big Boss Man! Greg Driver Valentine! A murder.
A murder.
And of course, the last one that goes up, Hulk Hogan, it's the Royal Rumble!
Okay, where are we at?
Funny thing is, this is the second watch-along we're doing from this building.
The Knickerbocker Arena.
Albany, New York.
So, yeah, obviously we've been here before. So we're in the beginnings of 92, obviously. This was really a big year for pre-new generation WWF. Obviously, it's a who's who of early 90s wrestling in this show. The main event obviously is the Rumble itself, which is it's new or it's different this year because the winner of the Rumble is also becomes the WWF champion, which is pretty interesting. Oh my God, Jacques Rougeau.
Look at that smirk.
Oh my God. Piper versus the Mountie.
Two Canadians. Ugh.
Rougeau is most notable for being, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. And Legion of Doom.
I was just going to say that.
Everyone knows everyone knows I'm a huge fan of John Tenta and Fred Ottman. All those guys, really.
Uncle Fred.
You know why I was such a big fan of them?
It's the Fink! Because they're fat.
You probably said that as a joke, but it's true.
No, I did not say that as a joke at all.
They were real guys that were burly that I felt like I could be. That makes any sense. Oh my God. Asians people.
Yeah, it's the
Orient Express, I believe.
You can't say Orient anymore, sleazy.
Yeah, well, guess what? We are.
You know, I share a birthday with Mr. Fuji.
Do you really?
I do.
That's pretty cool. Have you ever actually seen him wrestle?
Oh, yeah, WrestleMania 5. Duh.
Okay, I mean, like...
No, I haven't really saw out.
High voltage? High energy? What are they called?
The New Foundation.
They were called the New Foundation here?
High Energy, I think, is Owen Hart and Coco Beware.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, damn. They're wearing the same gear as High Energy, though.
They're wearing pajamas.
They are wearing pajamas.
So this match is going to go 17 minutes and 18 seconds.
Because fuck you. We needed a 17-minute anvil match.
This match is the second best match of the night in a walk.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not even close. Why are they pointing at each other?
I don't know. That's their thing.
No, you. Yeah, because, we need to be like, who is facing who in this?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like one of the mask guy and
Hart versus Paul Diamond and the Anvil.
Oh, that's right. That is Paul Diamond, isn't it?
Yep. So he's not really Oriental.
He's about as
Oriental. Sleazy's rooted for in this match.
Owen Hart. He's the most Oriental guy here.
The Asians. Duh.
One's not even Asian.
Oh, you couldn't tell because, he's white.
He is the whitest guy in the world. He is lighter than Owen is.
Yes.
That is phenomenal.
And literally, my first notes I put on this is, man, I miss Owen.
Yeah.
I just miss him so much.
He had a technical prowess that was really unmatched by so many people.
And he could be a high flyer, too.
Yeah, he could be a high flyer. He could ground you and be technical. Even he could do hardcore matches, too. I mean, he didn't really, but he could do them.
Leapfrog by Owen! Deep arm drag!
That is a terrible arm drag, though. It wasn't on Owen, but holy shit.
Oh my God, he's going to Marty Scurll? Oh!
He's just going to break the elbow.
Or actually, it's more like Shayna Baszler, right? I didn't even notice that. Huh. What do you think of the referee's blue shirt and bow tie?
I love it. I actually find it more, you're going to laugh, but referee-ish. I don't like black and white stripes in wrestling. And I know that sounds strange, but it gives it a more sense of class and a sense of legitimacy, because while professional wrestling has now just the stripes, but, boxing has always had, the light blue, the bow tie, stuff like that. Even UFC, it seems like it's more of a professional thing. I think the stripes make more of a mockery of it more than anything else.
I want to call it a mockery. I like him because, look at that move by Owen. Look at that move by Owen. In 92 WWF, no one's doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I like him because it reminds me of my favorite period. Like, I think essentially from Royal Rumble 91, which is the first pay-per-view I ordered.
Spoiler.
Which we will cover eventually. Through about, I think, WrestleMania 11. So early 91 to about April 95 is like my favorite period in the WWF. And the funny thing is, that's when they started kind of like going, quote, downhill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone talks about that era being the beginning of the end, so to speak.
Well, there's so many like classic fucking matches during that. And spoiler, that's kind of most of the period dominated by Bret Hart.
Well, that's also kind of the philosophy for you. It's, it's truly a era of professional wrestling. It truly is, work rate, and, when people talk about Bret Hart and Michaels and a little later Austin, early Austin, stuff like that, and Roberts and all those guys, and obviously Owen and Neidhart here, there's a lot more of a technical setup. These guys were working because they were actually putting the match together, so to speak.
Yes and no. I just think the work rate's better. And you know me, I'm a Bret Hart guy. I'm not a Hogan guy.
Well, yeah, but I think things started to change for a lot of people, and sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. I don't think you agree it's for the better. Is that how they booked matches in this era versus eras past this? It's more about the generic spots. You're a wrestler, you have 5 spots, get your shit in. Whereas there was a lot more, I don't want to say a lot more improvisation, but there was definitely a lot more sense of you have a significant moveset that you need to have in this era to make a match work.
Okay, I kind of get what you're saying. So you're pretty much saying, okay, these guys have 17 minutes, go out there and have an entertaining match. Right. You guys have 17 minutes, here's a finish, go out there and entertain the crowd.
Right. Whereas nowadays it's, okay, make sure you do this spot, tease this spot, tease it again, actually go through the spot the third time, and it's like...
It's more, what you're trying to say is it's more scripted nowadays.
It's choreographed more, yeah.
Choreographed is probably the better word, yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing, but it is a different philosophy of professional wrestling, and certainly not something you'd see on the indies.
No.
I love that shoulder tackle. Just really, really well done.
Oh, he's Asian, so he's got to sneak attack him.
He's going to Pearl Harbor. Damn it! God damn it!
He Pearl Harbored him.
I do have to point out the white guy Pearl Harbored him.
Hey, he's white. He's wearing a red mask.
I don't see any mist.
Double noggin knocker!
Followed by
double
a nice crossbody.
Even though Tanaka's still a legal man, he never tagged out.
These are lucha rules. Don't worry about it.
Pretty heel kick.
I love the fact that basically this entire match has been all Owen and Anvil. They really haven't had much of a heat right now. You know?
Well, they're going 17 minutes, so
True.
It's coming. Literally, I said, and then after the I Miss Nolan content, my notes were the match was pretty much dominated by the New Foundation to start. Gorilla actually does a. See, that's a heel move.
That is definitely a heel move.
Gorilla actually does. He references the Midnight Express in this match.
Why?
I don't remember. Makes like a Midnight Express reference.
This was 92. They were kind of. Was this the year where they brought in like USWA guys? Or was that later? That might have been later. That may have been 93.
93, 94-ish.
Yeah.
I think it was the Midnight Express weren't working at WCW at the time.
No, they're working USWA.
Oh, a
and
cane
like
shot!
Goddamn canes! Who the fuck brings a cane to the ring?
That's gotta be Kane! Who the fuck brings a cane to a ring? Some asshole that steals another guy's, gimmick. Which really wasn't a gimmick. Just the one asshole was hurt, so the other asshole's like, that's a good idea for a gimmick.
Sure.
But
you don't get a dime off that.
But what you didn't realize is that I'm always hurt. So
I'm not sure how that works, but okay.
So which body part are you gonna hurt next?
I don't know yet.
It's been 5 months.
The back?
Back's always hurt. Super kick!
That was a shuffle sidekick.
It was a super kick.
He didn't slap his leg.
How do you know?
I don't, actually. I have the sound off.
He probably didn't, because,
That was before that time?
This was before that time, yes. The hell's he doing?
What the hell is this? I mean, that's not even good tag team work.
Well, at least it's not getting butt fucked by the Yeti, so.
I mean, yeah. We finally get our heat here.
Yeah. Because you're not going to get the heat on Anvil, because.
You shouldn't.
He's too big.
Yeah.
I actually like the New Foundation tag team. Owen brings a more, Brett's more technical, while Owen, is still the Brett bump. Owen's still technical, but he's more of a high flyer, so it brings a new dynamic.
Yeah.
So I actually liked it, and then Anvil's got to be like, I'm gonna, go off and be crazy and get fired.
Yeah, well.
Actually, not shortly after this.
When did he leave?
Well, I know Owen was wrestling singles match at WrestleMania. He's in the ropes, ref. Oh, good. Owen wrestled singles at WrestleMania 8, and that was 3 months later.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So not too long after this.
Okay. What's your opinion on workers working barefoot?
I'm not against it. I think for psychological reasons, why aren't you stopping on the feet?
Yeah, that's true.
Match. But I mean, whatever makes the wrestler more comfortable. You want to work barefoot.
I have a work reason why I don't like it and a shoot reason why I don't like it. The work reason why I don't like it is that it just looks weird to me. Some people tape up their feet. Some people just leave it completely bare. Around in this area, there's only one indie guy that works barefoot. I'm trying to think of. There's somebody who works barefoot in WWE.
Matt Riddle
On the main roster.
Nope, I don't think so.
Isn't there somebody else?
Matt Riddle.
It's just Matt?
I think it's just Matt Riddle.
I thought there was another cruiserweight that did it. But the sheer reason is the obvious one in that how easy it is to break a fucking toe in the ring.
I was going to actually go with, I thought you were going to say hygiene.
Hygiene, I don't have a problem with hygiene in a ring per se, if you have a good promoter that cleanses the ring. If they don't clean the ring, but once a year, then we really need to talk. But that being barefoot is the least of your problems.
Right. You should be cleaning that ring every fucking night.
Yeah, and most people don't.
Well, you should be.
I think even WWE just keeps them. They keep changing the canvases because they can.
Yeah,
they have the money to do so. But most places don't have more than 2 canvases. I mean, upper indie guys.
Oh no, he tagged. He got the tag.
And yet,
and the ref doesn't see it because he'll eat.
Because
the fans are actually into this match too.
Now, that was
nice. He got thrown into the cane.
That was nice.
He got thrown into Kane!
The Undertaker?
Owen's like, let me just start back. I love that. I like that.
Yeah, that's the good part. That's a good manager. See, one of the things about being a good manager is that they're not supposed to be noticed until they're supposed to be noticed. And that sounds kind of strange, but if you have somebody that's constantly jumping up and down, you're taking away from the performers in the ring. I've always been kind of old school with the way I manage people, in the fact that if I'm part of a spot, I'm part of the spot and that's it. I don't sit there and do a shit ton of work on the outside. I will jaw jack with fans here and there, but for the most part, my eyes are on the match. I'm watching. I'm basically a spectator that's closer to the ring than everyone else is.
That's all you're good for anyway.
Ha ha ha. I think that one of the biggest...
Oh, shit!
That was nice. It was a nice near fall, too. Mm-hmm. I think one of the biggest problems with the reason why managers kind of faded away is that more and more managers came in looking to put themselves over first, over their talent. And I just have a big problem with that. I love that. That was great. Anvil's pulling him back so they can do the double team spot.
Yep. Well, there's no ref. And all kicks out at 1.
Barely a 1. I mean, Jesus. Which is good. Once again, that's smart psychology. Every other person in the fucking world's going to sit on that for a 2 count. And it's stupid. The hell was that?
They wanted to hold hands, dude.
He tagged him behind the back, away from the referee, and the referee allowed it.
Well,
but if Anvil slaps fucking Owen Hart in the fucking face, he doesn't call that a tag. That was definitely...
Right in the sternum.
There was definitely no leg slapping there.
Yep. I like it, because it's classic tag team heel heat.
Oh yeah, it's very, very classic stuff. But it also goes with the match. I mean, how long we're 20 minutes into the show now. Speaking of which, time cue, 20 minutes and 38, 39, 40, 41.
Yep, I'm at 45, 46, 47.
Oh, we're in sync, yo!
And tag!
Finally, the hot tag.
I like that. Boom. Pulls the ropes up so Amble can get in. Owen's like, let me just take like a quick breather because Amble can probably be blown up in about 3 seconds. Back, motherfucker! Rainmaker! See,
I'm not even gonna. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck is this? Oh!
Jesus Christ. But you're absolutely right. There's the high flyer style.
Yep, and I think this is the finish. This is called the rocket launcher! Oh! Or just a splash. It is the finish!
It is an assisted splash.
Meltzer gave it 3 1/4. I'm wrong.
I thought it was nice. It's a nice way to open up the show.
Yep. And then it goes downhill from here till the Rumble match.
Yeah. So I've seen this show a lot more recently than the first time I saw it. I'll remember that spot. That I'm going to steal that spot.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to do it that way, but I have to take a back bump into it.
Oh, you're going to take the bump.
Oh, God, no. Fuck you, no. I take stupid bumps. I don't take bumps like that.
Lord Alfred Hayes!
Wearing a tux.
Oh, yeah, it's a Royal Rumble. Oh, yeah, this is where Bret Hart lost the Intercontinental title to the Mountie. Bret Hart had a 104-degree temperature and still took on the Mountie, which was foolish. But the real reason was Bret was actually negotiating with WCW. So he dropped the title to the Mountie. You still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
All right.
I was waiting for you to finish the story.
Oh. But Bret's WWF contract rolled over, so he couldn't negotiate with WCW, and so that's why Bret continued with the WWF. So they pretty much shot this angle because Bret was essentially leaving. I don't know why not just drop the title on pay-per-view, but I guess they didn't want him to leave as Intercontinental Champion, because Ric Flair debuted with the world title a few months before this, and the WCW world title a few days before this.
Yeah.
So, another Pearl Harbor job!
Isn't more like a Montreal job?
And he essentially no-sells it.
Yeah.
No-sells a fucking belt shot.
He's the fucking Mountie. No one gives a shit.
And then the Mountie sells a punch to the face. But Piper no-sells a belt shot.
He's the fucking Mountie.
He always gets his man.
Do you know why they were called the Quebecers when they came back?
Because they're from Quebec?
No, that's not the truth. What happened was that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police actually talked to WWF about them with this entire gimmick. And they were going to sue them. And the way they got around it was they called them the Quebecers. The problem with that is that they were still basically the Mounties. They dressed the same, they talked the same, everything was the same, except they just called them the Quebecers instead of the Mounties. Obviously, Jacques Rougeau's biggest, influence in the business is he trained a lot of very important Canadians. That's not true. He's really only trained one big one.
Kevin Steen.
Thank you. He was also known as not a very good trainer either. Kevin always talks about his times with Jacques and school up there and how he got into the business. And there's so many different interviews he did on the indies about it. Check out the Kevin Steen show if you can, on the High Spots Network. Also, I can't remember what other. I think he was on The Art of Wrestling at least once.
Did he do like a shoot interview too?
Yeah, he did RF shoots and he did a bunch of shit. I mean, he was all over the place.
And the Pipers are like, well, you know something, man? I can't do a Piper impression, but...
Oh, I can't either. Goddamn no. I don't know what he's saying, but he's very intense.
Well, yeah, this is back in the day where all the wrestlers yelled in their promos.
Yeah. Nowadays, they don't yell in promos. Not a single indie guy.
We are live 28 years later from the
Jesus
Knickerbocker
Christ.
Arena.
This is for the IC belt?
The Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
I love the Mounties theme song.
I'm the Mountie. That's all I know.
Essentially. This match is only going to go 5 minutes and 32 seconds. Meltzer gave it 1 3/4. He's a way overrated piece of shit. For a 5-minute match, I thought this match went on forever.
Okay, Terry Funk.
Well, why don't you just start the match on top of the cage?
I love this. The man is the Intercontinental Champion, doesn't even get to hold the title going down the ring.
Nope. Oh, it's Piper.
Piper is very unhappy.
Well, yeah, he's like...
He got hit in the head with a belt, but didn't care enough to sell it.
He's like, oh, I gotta do this shit now. I actually gotta wrestle. And spoiler, Piper's in the Rumble match later on. So he could theoretically win the Intercontinental title and the WWE Championship.
But does he?
In the same night. Of course he does, dude. Spoiler.
Only Naito can do that.
Only Naito can win the Intercontinental Championship and the WWF Championship in the same night?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't ask me how that's possible, but it is.
But he didn't win the Intercontinental Championship at the same night.
True. He also can't win the WWF title
I know.
the same night either. But that's a weird hill that you decided to die on.
But I was right. He won it the night before. No, wait, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jay, what? Yeah, one time.
he won it off of GLA.
You see now Impact's doing a 2-night fucking quote pay-per-view thing on their fucking TV? Look at what fucking New Japan started. Them fucks.
Yeah, first WrestleMania, now fucking
Rebellion.
I can't handle this.
Can't handle the taser?
I can't handle a lot of things.
You can't handle sugar, but you still, you know,
I'm drinking water, man.
eat candy bars and stuff.
I have not had a single candy bar in at least 2 hours.
Lauren gave me an Easter basket.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you get her?
Nothing.
God damn it.
Well, she surprised me with it. Oh, he just rubbed his ball dress thing into him.
What?
I was trying to say,
What did you just call that?
A ball dress thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roddy Piper wears a ball dress thing.
Yes. I meant to say, like, he rubbed his, like, he rubbed it where his balls were, so I was trying to say he's rubbing his skirt where his balls were, but I said balls first. And then I couldn't say skirt, so I said dress. But yes, ball dress thing.
That is phenomenal. Forever
Yes.
and
The
ever,
ball dress
it'll
thing.
be called the ball dress thing. Chip wears a ball dress thing.
He does wear a ball dress thing.
In fact, that's you know, it is 8 o'clock-ish, 8:41.
It is.
It's early enough that I can go and
Message Chip.
message Chip.
Say
Actually,
you wear a ball dress thing.
wait. I want to put it in the wrestling show staff. While this amazing match happens in the background, by the way.
Yeah. This is not. So Piper bulldogs him. The crowd loves it. I did not. I gave it
I love how they're taunting Jimmy Hart. See, there's a great example. Jimmy Hart is probably the best example of what not to do outside the ring. He's got people cheering and talking to him and taking away from the match.
But yeah, Jimmy Hart is in the Hall of Fame, but that's only because he's, Hogan's weed dealer. Or weed bag holder, or whatever the fuck he is.
That may be also true, but he's legitimately in there for a lot of his composing, too. Don't forget that he did a shit ton of composing before Jim Johnson ever got it.
Oh, he just poked him in the eye! I was like, oh, okay, I won't do that. Yeah, so, like I said, Meltzer gave it 1 3/4. I gave it a half star.
It's boring as hell.
I was not feeling it. But we're going to know how big of a piece of shit is when I tell you Meltzer's Rumbles. I'm going to tell you how big a piece of shit Meltzer is when I tell you his Rumble rating later.
So this show is probably not going to go out for probably a month or so. But I do want to just put in there how sad it is that we did lose the XFL.
Yes, I'm so sad.
Wait, what?
I'm sad.
You definitely didn't sound like you were sad. That is actually really cool.
Well, half Nelson him and whipping him into the...
Yeah, nobody does that.
Yeah, nobody does that.
But it's cool. It's a cool visual.
Well, now he's biting him like Shayna Baszler bit fucking Becky Lynch, so...
We can't have them all, okay?
Oh, that was nice. Reverse elbow. And Piper's having a seizure for some reason?
That was barely 2, ref.
Oh, he's got eliminated from the Rumble. He didn't go over the top rope.
You're correct. This match will continue.
That's how that works, right?
Yep.
In every match?
Yeah.
Sunset flip.
Hey, there will be no top rope maneuvers in this business.
Okay, Bill Watts. Calm down. Oh my god, he was just throwing punches like Shane McMahon. And again, he's not eliminated.
Baby punches.
And he called that. Now he's biting him. What's with the biting in this match?
They're really into the biting.
To me, this match has already gone like 10 minutes, but it only goes fucking 5:30.
Are you sure? I mean, it feels like it's been more than 5 minutes, 30 seconds already.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like it's a time portal? You just sit in the match for 25 minutes, and then when you come out, it's only been 5 minutes?
He went to go slap him and completely biffed it.
That is this match in a nutshell. Oh my god. Atomic drop. Skin the cats!
Did Bouncy get eliminated?
No, but he also damn near killed himself.
Jimmy Hart! Sleeper!
What a sleeper.
Or Jack Hager's ending move.
It is not Jack Hager's fucking ending move.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Jimmy Hart just grabbed the taser. Yes, it is!
It is not!
It's 100% is.
It absolutely is not.
2. We got a new Intercontinental Champion!
Okay, if Jimmy Hart really thought he was in danger of losing, why didn't he get in there?
The fuck?
Till afterwards.
I wish we had the sound on, because the noise of this makes is fucking hilarious.
This is phenomenal. I remember it. Actually, my phone went off almost at the same time.
He's gonna... What do you... Oh! He's gonna tase the Mountie so he can pee his pants.
Wait, spoiler, he's gonna buzz him?
Buzz. Yes. Why are you putting a thumbs down? What are you, Batista? Buzz. Yeah, it was funny. This is Piper's first and only singles title in the WWF.
How long does he have it?
Till WrestleMania.
That's it.
Where he loses to...
Razor Ramon?
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart? Oh. Because, of course, Bret Hart.
Yup.
What?
I love that. I love that Intercontinental title.
Yeah, it makes you bitter when other Intercontinental titles replace it.
The one now is terrible looking.
God damn it.
It is awful looking.
I love it.
It is terrible.
It's classy.
It's terrible. It's just
classy.
terrible. It's just terrible.
I told you why I figured out why I like it, right?
Because an Asian debuted it.
No, absolutely not. Well, I mean, yeah, but...
Oh, it says Hulk.
yeah, because everyone knows that's Hulk Hogan. It could be Bruce Banner.
It could be.
And who just walks into Hogan's room like that?
Lord Alfred.
But he could have been naked.
Man.
Why is the run sheet up? The run sheet's up in the back.
This is a Coliseum video exclusive, so this isn't aired on pay-per-view.
It does. Oh, this wasn't on the pay-per-view itself?
No.
Okay. It's still funny to have the run sheet in the background. That's pretty fucking funny. Hogan gets his own copy of the run sheets.
Well, yeah, because he's Hogan. Not like he doesn't know when he's in the main event.
That don't work for me, brother.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a baby face going over on this card? That don't work for me, brother.
Oh my god, it's Jasper Whipple.
Holy shit. I can't wait.
That is Jasper Whipple.
It is truly Jasper Whipple.
So this match is fucking god-awful.
Really? You don't say.
Oh my god.
I just want to point out, how many times has that man bladed?
A lot.
You would never know it by their WWF runs.
Oh, because, yeah, they were the sheep herders, and were like in hardcore matches all throughout the world, and then they go to get hired in WWE, and Vince is like, God damn it, they're baby faces, why don't you see that?
Well, guess what?
And now they're the Bushwhackers, and they're licking people's heads, and have Jasper Whipple as their manager.
So,
the guy's name is Jameson, but he's Jasper Whipple.
Yeah. Well, for people who don't get the reference, there was a gentleman in 2CW that debuted under the Jasper Whipple character as basically just a ripoff of that, but he actually wrestled. He's now known out there. And speaking of fucking USWA and shit.
AWA, The Wrecking Crew.
What was I going with?
2CW, Jasper Whipple.
He's now known as Jacoby Riddick.
Okay, there you go. There's one reason why the Beverly Brothers, one of them is famous.
And the other one's shit.
Well, no, the reason why the other one was famous is he was in the ring on Nitro when Scott Hall debuted.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Mike Enos.
More importantly, the genius is in the ring.
Apparently he could suck his own dick.
Could he really?
That's the rumor and innuendo.
I'll ask him the next time I see him.
Okay.
That's a perfect icebreaker question. So, the rumors say that you can suck your own dick, can you?
Oh my god, look at the crowds popping.
They pop for the Bushwhackers.
So wait, they were in black shirts.
No, don't
promo.
even. Don't
Now
even.
they're in gray?
God damn it.
Wait a minute. It's like they changed. Oh, that's not.
Ugh. Okay,
That's
social distancing, dudes.
It's not even that. It's trying to lick a kid in the audience into 2020.
Yeah.
Parents will sue the shit out of, like, everyone.
Yeah, well. It was easy to do. That's what they did.
This match is going to go 14 minutes and 56 seconds.
Luke still works matches. And when I say works matches, I am very, very big quotes. I mean, he barely can work. Butch hasn't been able to work for years due to a leg injury, if I want to say. Like a significant leg injury. I want to say he lost his leg or something.
I have no clue.
Let me see if I can quickly.
Meltzer gives this match negative 1.5 stars.
I mean,
I gave it a dud. This is really bad, so I'm going to do the pay-per-view stats here. As I'm coughing up the corona. So this event took place actually a day before your birthday.
Yep.
January 19th, 1992. Obviously from the Knickerbocker Arena, Albany, New York. It was a sellout crowd of 17,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
The gate was 210,000 for an average price per ticket at $12.35. And the buy rate was 260,000 buys.
Wow.
So the year before, 1991, was also held on January 19th and was on a Saturday.
Okay.
Was at the Miami Arena, Miami, Florida. The main event was the Royal Rumble match, but the title match was Warrior versus Sergeant Slaughter. The attendance was 16,000, which was a sellout. 92 was up 6% because it was in a bigger building. Yes, Albany, New York had a bigger arena than Miami, Florida.
That's phenomenal.
The gate was the exact same.
Really?
210,000, but the price per ticket was up in 91 for $13.13. The buy rate in 91 for being on a Saturday was 440,000 buys, which made 1992 down 41%.
Wow.
1993, the year after this, was at the Arco Arena in Sacramento. Main event was obviously the Royal Rumble match, but the title match was Bret Hart versus Razor Ramon. The attendance was 15,000, not a sellout because the arena holds 16, which makes 92 up 13%. The gate was down also in 93 to 187,000, making the average price per ticket $12.46. So 92's gate was up 12%, which is funny. So 92, the attendance was up 13. I guess that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I'll see. But the buy rate for 1993 was higher than 92. 300,000 buys, making 1992 down 13%.
So more people watched it, but less people made it part of the gate.
Yes.
And
more people watched it on pay-per-view, but less people showed up at the arena. Again, the arena is smaller than Albany. So out of the 3 years we just covered, Albany had the bigger arena.
Even though Albany is probably a smaller town than both of them.
Yes, I think I said that on the New Year's Revolution Watchalong, and he's biting his ass.
That is phenomenal. That is great heel work. I mean, face work.
But I think I said it on the New Year's Revolution Watchalong, is that for the market that Albany's in, they have a huge arena compared to the market that they're...
Oh, for sure, yeah. And they constantly fill it, too. It's not like that when they go there, that they don't do significant revenue.
Right.
Just a heads up, Luke retired after getting sepsis from A neck injury. That's what caused him to retire. But he did come back like 15, 16 years later to do a quick tour in 2018. But for the most part, he really didn't work that many shows.
Okay.
After 2001? Yeah. There have been a lot of people in the quote-unquote Bushwhackers. There's actually 4 members, which is kind of strange.
Huh?
Yeah, there were actually 4 members of the Bushwhackers throughout the years. That is phenomenal.
Just threw them at
him. Yeah, it's kind of a strange. They were a strange bunch. Let's just put it that way. But yeah,
blowing his nose with a tube sock that he probably jerked off in.
Yeah, probably. We're not gonna talk about that. What is he hulking up here?
I have no clue. They got to kill 15 minutes of pay-per-view time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he wants to shake his hand. Why would you want to shake his hand? There you go.
Pearl Harbor.
Of course you got a Pearl Harbor. They're from Minnesota. I'm going to leave you to this match because I got to take a piss.
Oh, God damn it. Well,
so do your fucking plugs, you bitch.
God damn it. Only because I am the only one with a real bladder on this show. So let's quickly talk about the Gear Network and our Patreon. I know times are tough these days, but one of the things that you can do if you desire, we're obviously, it's if you really truly do want to get some extra perks and stuff like that in these trying times, check out our Patreon page. It's $1 a month for the base, and then $3.50, $3.50 for the top tier. The top tier gets you special, wonderful access to never before heard of stuff. The $1 tier gets you ad-free listening from January 2020 on. So if you just really, really don't like our ads, you can always pay that $1 a month and you can get rid of them. If you just want to support the show and you don't feel like you want to be a part of the Patreon, that's fine as well. You can always just listen to our show any place on the Gear Network banner, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, or whatnot.
Zelda Blanky.
Do you feel better now?
I do.
This match is still going on, meanwhile.
I know.
There's a couple of things I wanted to throw out there, and by the time this actually gets out there, who knows, it probably will already be out. But there is a CyberCon coming up this coming Friday, I think I want to say.
Yep.
I got some insight into that, and maybe I can get us a spot on that.
I be working all day.
I know, that's the problem. So I don't know if it's...
He just walks up behind him and pokes him in the eye and walks away.
Because that's just how it works. And he sells it and then just gets back into the ring. It's like, well, fuck it. Wasn't that bad. The other thing is, JC Money, the owner of Gear Network, is going to be doing a retrospective of 1995 WCW. And, of course, I volunteered Fat Man for that.
You want me to watch? We already referenced it earlier. You want me to watch Hulk Hogan getting butt fucked by the Yeti?
Yes. Multiple times.
But then, early before that show, or during that show, Hogan throws the Giant off of a building, and then the Giant just casually walks out for his match.
Was that also... Yeah, that was the night where they did the fucking...
Monster truck thing. Of the roof. Yep.
Fuck you guys.
Bad. It was terrible.
Really? WCW 1995 was bad? Nah. That's why I volunteered you.
I hate you.
Jameson not looking happy.
Oh, by the way, that Piper mounting match is the only singles match on the show.
Really?
There are 3 tag team matches, a singles match, and a Rumble match.
Yeah, because you have to pay them double just to get the same amount of match out of them. It's just not worth doing tag teams.
Dude, I think Teddy Long was part of the booking committee at this point.
Who the fuck was it that was just bitching about tag team? Was it it couldn't have been Cornette. I can't remember who it was.
I don't know, but the Revival got their releases.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this a month from now, we're taping this on April 13th? Yes, April 13th. So the Revival just recently got their wish just in time to be completely unemployed, probably. I'm sorry, this was not the good time to do it, I thought. But whatever. You do what you gotta do.
Meh. No 90-day, no compete either. They can show up on AEW tapings in 2 days if they wanted to. God, this match is terrible.
I question why that's the case.
Why this match is terrible?
No, why they gave them complete, here you go, goodbye.
Nah.
Was it truly a cost-cutting measure then?
They offered them contracts they wouldn't sign. Fuck them. I think one of the Revival's contracts was up in a couple weeks. The other one was up at the end of the summer, so they were just like, hey, let's go. You're not going to resign, might as well just go.
At this stage of the game, yeah, it's probably not the worst thing in the world. We talked a little bit about XFL. XFL officially filed for bankruptcy today.
Yeah, it makes me sad. I like the XFL.
I thought it was a good idea. Everyone's out already, just...
There's literally a candlelight visual for the XFL going on right now on Facebook.
Is there really?
Yes.
That is phenomenal. Yeah, I'm sad to... Jesus Christ.
You can't just walk over there normally. You just gotta fucking bushwhack his way over. What the hell is fucking Lenny Papa doing? Oh, he just bitch slapped him.
I mean, he deserves that.
Why, though? He didn't do anything. He's just standing there.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I've seen Jasper Whipple. He hit me! He's like, he hit me and it hurt. Oh, I just farted.
This is such a bad match.
Yep. Yep. And Vince is probably like, ha ha, that's some good shit.
Another example of guys for no reason getting involved.
Yeah, that literally made no sense. And do you know Jameson? Vince saw him at some character thing and thought he was a great character actor, so he hired him.
I mean, I'm glad he did, and he got work out of it.
But he wasn't around that long, obviously, because I think this is his only pay-per-view appearance. But
wasn't he also a part of the Legion of Doom gimmick too for a little while?
No.
Why did I? Oh, it was the doll.
That Paul Ellering had.
The fucking doll. That's right. I don't know why it reminds me of the doll.
The Goosebumps doll.
Yeah. That was stupid too. That was right around the same time, wasn't it? It was 92 SummerSlam, right? And
yep.
They came out with that?
Yep. And then that same show, Hawk disappeared in London for like 2 months.
Why?
Because he was doing drugs. What the fuck was that?
It was a knock on the head, I guess. Rainmaker!
Okay, he just battery rammed him. I guess that's what they call it. The fuck? What the fuck?
It was a giant.
That was so bad. What?
I love how the fact that
it's like 4 indie workers in their like third match.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
I think the best part there was that he was finished if it wasn't for his partner saving him because of the giant elbow to the head.
Oh, he got us by the dick.
There was definitely some finger in asshole moment there, right? Wow.
Double axe handle. 1, 2. And that ends it. Oh my, that mercifully ends it.
I want to say that was not planned.
They're probably like, go home, this is terrible.
Yeah. Don't engage him.
You know, the bushwhackers got to get their heat back.
I was going to say, those big fucking elbows, Jesus Christ. We needed that. What's your take on Lanny Poffo as the performer? Did you like him as the genius?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I had mixed feelings with him, mainly because of the people he was teamed up with. It didn't really make sense to me. Like, this teaming didn't really make sense.
No.
And
he was best when he was with Perfect.
Yes. Because that was kind of... Come on, get it over with. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
God.
And he fucking Orange Cassidy'd him. Kicked him in the shin.
Well, you got a kick in the back.
And then he kicked him in the butt.
You didn't even kick him in the butt. He went high.
Oh.
This is strange. This is also a similar team up. Like, why? Why is this even a thing? No, you can't. You can't.
That's not sanitary.
Let's just hope it's over soon.
Sleazy, give us the time cue.
Oh, shit. We're at 59 minutes and 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
I'm 1 second ahead of you.
I'm sorry for me.
Oh, shoe fell off. Come on.
Thank God. I never thought the Legion of Doom would be here to save me.
Wow.
Look at that right belly.
Tell him, Hawk.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brother of one of the top execs WWF. Well, WWE, really.
Nah, his brother was a skateboarder. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. He was a skateboarder with Shane Douglas. They were dudes, dude, that are dynamic. You having a heart attack? Is that why you're breathing heavily into the mic?
No.
You liked People Power, didn't you?
I did. I was a huge fan of People Power. I was also a huge fan of the Ace Crushers.
So you have the Shark and the Shockmaster. Yes. The Shockmaster.
I only knew him as Typhoon or Tugboat. Hulk Hogan's best friend, Tugboat.
Did you know that the original plan for the main event of WrestleMania 7 was Hogan versus Tugboat?
I would have loved that.
Yeah, because they're going to be friends, and then Tugboat was going to turn on him, and then
That did not work for him, brother.
And he was actually supposed to beat Warrior for the title.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then have Hogan win the title from Tugboat. So you get the LOD pop that you can't hear.
Usually one of the biggest pops anytime they're anywhere.
Oh, what a rush.
Okay. WWF 1992 Tag Team Power Rankings and go. Or at least
All
top
right.
3.
All right, I'm finished.
Wow.
Probably Money Inc. They'll be there. Is it this time period right here?
Yeah, 92, 93.
Oh, okay.
I do the full 2 years.
Okay, well, okay. Probably Money Inc.
Here's a little spoiler.
Maybe the Steiner brothers when they come in 93.
Here's something that most people don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Road Warriors.
I'm not either.
They're just... I hate saying this, but they're two roided up dudes that really didn't make a difference in my mind.
So this match is going to go 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Fuck, Dave Meltzer gave it a star and a half. I'm wrong.
Here's my question out of all this. Of the 4 guys in this match, 2 of them are dead. One is not wrestling anymore. The 4th one, well, Earl Hebner's there, so I guess 5th. Where does Animal go nowadays? Does he still work? Do you know?
He might work some indie shows.
He seems like the type that would just show up to an indie show with 2 shoulder pads and make so-and-so the road warrior for the night, so to speak. It seems like a good gimmick for him.
Hey, man. Animal was in a world title main event match on pay-per-view.
So is Stevie Ray. Fuck off.
In WCW?
Yep.
In 2000.
2001.
No, actually, it was 2001.
It was 2001.
Wait, you talking about Stevie Ray or you talking about Animal?
I was talking about Animal.
Yeah, it was 2001. What are you doing? Watching Rapid porn again?
Yep. Oh, that's why. Ah, okay. He was one of the guys that sued WWE.
Yep. So essentially, this is 2 power teams doing power moves. Finish was really stupid because the natural disasters went by count out. There's a chair shot post match by Hawk, which is absolutely fucking awful.
He's doing the swinging or he's taking it?
He's doing the swinging.
Ugh. Of course he is. Why did I even fucking ask?
John Tenta just tried to do a drop kick. You heard that right?
Yeah, John Tenta could do that.
Just tried to do a drop kick. One of Sleazy's idols.
Yes, legitimately, yeah.
Sleazy's version of a drop kick is kicking the legs up on the recliner.
I'm working on it. I can get like 6 inches off the ground right now.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I can.
Bullshit.
By jumping off the couch.
Well, you gotta be able to climb up on the couch. That's why I'm calling bullshit.
That's why the couch is electric. John could really throw his weight around. For a man at his size, he was very agile.
Why do you think Hogan wanted to work with him?
Right.
Oh, he just tried to lift up Golga.
What was it?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's Golga, who likes Cartman.
Really likes Cartman.
And he had to wear an armband to hide his tattoo, because then everyone knew that was John Tenta.
I'm like, whatever.
At least there's not a wall that fucking Typhoon's gonna bust through. And only
there it is. Oh, maybe not.
And only Anderson's gonna be like, I'm the Shockmaster.
I love the fact that they tried to rehab the gimmick into him being a construction worker, basically.
Ugh. Darth Vader helmet that they pretty much got glittered on.
Mm-hmm. He still has it to this day. He brings it out to conventions and shit. I've met Fred multiple times. He's really, really nice. He constantly makes fun of the Shockmaster thing.
He has to.
Or yeah, at this point, it is a funny side note in his career. You know,
that's what he's. It's not even a side note. That's what he's known for.
It is. In terms of Botchamania, yeah, he is absolutely. That's what he's known for. And
to WCW's credit, they tried with him, man. He won a War Games match.
Yep, he did.
The fuck are you doing, Cat?
Ernest Miller is not on this show. I don't know what the hell show you're watching.
My fucking parents' cat. They already broke a lamp.
What?
Yeah, I came home and the lamp was on the fucking floor, busted open. Or not busted open, but it was busted.
The lamp gigged. Goddamn, pal.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm coming back to the apartment.
When?
29th.
They're coming back up?
Yep. I'll be back to the Fat Cave. We did kitty. Yes. The Fat Cave.
Yes. I might be back to work by then.
Ha ha!
No. Technically, I'm still working now, but...
Well, it's really not working. I'm just sitting down watching repetitive porn.
I mean, you know. You get paid to watch porn.
Must be nice.
That's how I roll.
Yeah, you got plenty of rolls. Oh! This is going to make air because we're doing a watch-along, but Lauren was wondering if you wanted to do a, if it's still happening, this is in early September, there's like this buffalo chicken wing tasting thingy in Buffalo.
I'm in as long as it's not the first Saturday of September.
Well, then you're out.
Shit, really?
Yep. September 5th, I think.
Fuck.
Why? Where are you going?
It's the weekend of Labor Day. But it's also when the Kentucky Derby's running this year.
You do know.
Yes.
You have a phone, right?
No, we were thinking of actually going down to Kentucky to watch it. Not sure yet.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Why is that?
Because I'm inviting you to do food-related shit, and you want to go down to watch a worse version of NASCAR.
Wow.
And NASCAR's pretty bad.
I don't know what to tell you. That's terrible.
I'm extremely disappointed in you.
I'm not sure if it's actually happening, though. It's been one of those things that's been on my bucket list type thing.
And
Just
the
to
ring
watch the
just moved 10 inches.
Yeah, that's the truth. Wonderful bump.
And was like, hey, man, shake my hand.
I want to do the full Triple Crown one of these days. And I was hoping to do it this year, but, you know, things happened.
Wait. I thought the Kentucky Derby's in May.
Yes.
I'm confused all the hell now.
They postponed it.
Oh, they actually rescheduled it?
They rescheduled all 3 races.
Oh.
Because it's like every 2 weeks during May to June. Don't pan over, Kevin. Don't pan. Oh, God damn it. I assume this is the finish?
Yeah.
Ish. Brawl to the back. Kind of. That was the safest power slam in the world.
Yep. Not only brawl to the back. Oh! He posted him. That was Brock Lesnar. And then, yep, that's the finish right there. So they just... So they think they won the titles from a count out because that's how that works.
Because they're not smart.
And then watch this chair shot coming up.
What the fuck is that? God damn it. That's my kind of chair shot. Go fuck yourself.
You barely tapped him.
But not only did they not sell it, because honestly they probably shouldn't have. What was the point of all that? Why did he decide to go in there and hit him with fucking...
They have their
chairs?
Titles.
Because they thought they won them. Because they won the match.
But Legion of Doom's smart enough to know that they didn't, so they wanted their titles back. And I do the same thing. I do the same thing.
I also want to point out, it wasn't the natural disasters that picked them up and gave it to him. It's Jimmy Hart. Why didn't they go after Jimmy Hart? Go fuck yourselves.
Because he's a heel. God
damn, you fucking heel.
So now they got like an hour to kill before the Rumble match.
Holy shit. So we got an hour and 25 minutes?
And Sean Mooney, I don't fucking know.
Okay, so I want to point out, so you see the logo in the back?
The K?
Yeah, do you know what that's from? Or who's using it now?
No.
So if you're familiar with pirating things, there's a operating system for Linux and basically most well known for being on Amazon Fire Sticks and whatnot is something called Kodi.
Oh, it is Kodi.
It is the exact logo for Kodi. Where the fuck did that come from?
Probably this show. Maybe they're wrestling fans.
Maybe
Steam room and showers.
And also,
look how small those lockers are.
Well, they zoomed out a little too much, and you could see the rest of the set.
Right.
But
why would the arena in Albany, New York, have a WrestleMania 4 or WrestleMania 6?
I was just going to say something about that.
Anna, what the fuck is that? Is that a payphone?
That is a payphone in the locker room. Because when I need to take a shower and change, I also need to make sure I need to call my baby and tell her good night.
No, you gotta call your girlfriend in that town, let her know you're going out to the bar later.
Oh, that's true. You know, my girlfriend kept complaining about all sorts of little shit.
Like your dick?
Well, that too.
Bam!
Yes, that too. I mean, she kept bitching about everything. I told her one day, I sat her down, like, you gotta stop this. You're really sounding like my wife now. Another Heenan Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh no, my
production.
froze!
You got frozed?
Yeah, what the fuck? Really?
Don't worry, you're not missing anything.
I know I'm not.
Right now, we've got Mean Gene doing an interview with Piper, and I can't hear any of it, and I'm not sure I want to hear any of it. I don't remember this show up to this point being this bad. I will admit.
Right.
Let me know when you got back up, and I'll get you a time cue.
Yeah, I gotta work on it, because for some fucking reason, it said something went wrong. So I gotta pull it back up.
Uh-oh.
It was working perfectly fine.
I've had a little bit of lag, but not much. And that's probably because of me.
What are you at?
So I'm starting at 117.13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Nope, I'm trying to get there. Okay, where are you at?
117, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Tell me when you get to 118.15 and I'll press play.
Okay. Well, already he's been bullied, so.
Yeah, I'm at the mark.
And 50.
15, 118.15.
Oh, okay. Well, you got
no,
it. You're going to miss this amazing Shawn Michaels promo?
No, I'm not. 118.18.
You're already. Okay. This is craziness. He had too much hardware in his head.
You at 118.18 yet?
Now.
Okay.
Somebody's going through a barbershop window.
I'm at 23, 24, 25. Just super kicked him.
So, we're close enough.
Okay. I had a little bit of lag right after I pressed play, and I'm still lagging.
I'll tell you when he goes through the window.
Okay.
There.
So we're about 2 seconds off. Okay. Shawn Michaels newly heel.
He's a heel?
Goddamn!
How much does that mean he's got so much hardware in his head just because he's a heel?
What do you mean hardware in his head?
Look how many fucking earrings he's got on.
Dude, he's a heartbreak kid. He's such a sexy boy.
I don't remember sexy boys having 4 pairs of earrings, unless they were,
That's not where I wanted you to go with it. I was hoping you would go, sexy boy!
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy. So I hate this. This is another Coliseum video exclusive, and it literally, Flair tells them what number he draws. It's like, why even put this on the VHS? Again, something that's not on the live pay-per-view, but for the Coliseum video people.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah.
But also, in that day and age, it's possible that you were waiting for the pay-per-view to come out to watch it for the first time.
But even so, I still wouldn't have done that. Tell them what number you drew? Oh, I hated it. Okay, so I think we're not even done yet, dude. We're not even.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I wish we were able to do sound, especially for after the Rumble or Flair's promo. With a tear in my eye. Promo. And then Mean Gene's like, put that cigarette out. Okay, so we have Macho Man. Tell me which one of these things are not like the other.
Okay.
So we have Macho Man. Cutting a promo. What do you think about these pre-Rumble match promos?
I love them. Absolutely love them.
Okay.
I find them amazing. They're really nice. They give a sense. Here, my only problem is that we're fucking off something terrible.
I keep farting.
Okay.
Oh, he takes his glasses off. He throws them. Because he's super serious. Thumbs up.
And then Sid.
So you got Sid. I don't know why I'm here. I'd rather be playing softball right now. See, that's how I throw a circle changeup. See?
I'm very cerebral about this.
I use my head to throw, and I use my fist to hit the softball. And look it, I'm the ruler of the softball world. And you? Wait, let me do it again. We're live. Oh, okay, I'm the ruler of the world.
Hey.
Fucking Repo Man.
Hey, what's wrong with the fucking Barry Darso?
So you have Macho Man, Sid, and then you have Repo Man.
I see the three greatest talents in the world. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So when I see you the next time, I'm going to slap you in your fucking ovary.
So, while we're talking about shit like this and all this fun garbage.
What?
Ticketmaster changed their policy without telling anyone. You can only get a refund if you if the event's canceled.
Not postponed.
Not postponed, not rescheduled.
But canceled.
Canceled. Only canceled. And they did it while all this shit was going on. Because
It's like, I'm British. I won a battle royal at the end of last year. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am. He's British, but I have a Scottish accent.
One of the greatest promos of all time.
A guy who doesn't have to yell to get his point across.
Right.
Trust him.
You don't have to trust him.
But that was what he was saying at this time.
Yes,
Trust me.
I don't. No. Sir, no. No.
Trust him. He's going to go and party. He's going to do some drugs.
You were doing so good, man.
Woo! And then another thing I hate about this, they go to Ric Flair telling you what number he was. Then about 5 minutes later, they cut to a Ric Flair promo.
A better Ric Flair promo.
But I hated it. Why even do it? Why even put that in there?
Oh, I agree. It's stupid.
So when you were watching this live, who do you thought would have won?
I thought Hogan was going to win.
Because Hogan must pose?
Yes.
Yay, my cell phone's charged. Hooray, beer.
I absolutely did not think Flair was going to win. I can tell you that for sure. I was rooting for Undertaker to win, but I didn't think he was going to win.
He's saying that The Undertaker made 29 caskets.
He did. One for every member.
You know who's in that urn? It's gotta be Kane!
Wait, what?
Oh, god damn it. Well, you know something, brother? You know, brother? Brother, I'll tell you what, brother. Listen, brother. I'm gonna tell you what, brother. Brother.
Don't you dare brother me.
Brother. I'm gonna say my prayers so that when I eat my vitamins, aka steroids, that I don't get caught. And I have to drink the milk because steroids does bone damage.
What?
Yeah.
You know what else does bone damage? Soda. Specifically Coke.
Oh, I like Coke.
Yeah. It has phosphorus in it.
Well, I don't care. It's yummy.
I mean, I'm not against people thinking it's yummy.
I'm actually drinking a Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
I love those.
To me, it just tastes like flat Mountain Dew.
I'm just really enjoying it. I wish they'd make 2-liter bottles of it. They haven't yet. Brother.
Are you about ready to do this?
Oh, thank God.
It is now time for the Royal Rumble match for the vacant World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Okay, Fat Man, give us a history lesson. Why is the WWF Championship vacant?
Because Hulk Hogan's a bitch.
Can you...
So at Survivor Series, Undertaker beat Hogan for the title, but Flair put a chair in the ring, and Undertaker hit a tombstone on Hogan on the chair. So then they did a pay-per-view 6 days later called This Tuesday in Texas, or 5 days later, wherever the fuck it was. 8 days, I don't fucking remember. And they had a rematch, and that ended with fuck tartary, so they vacated the title.
Thank you for that rousing history lesson.
But it's true, though. I just recently actually watched that Hogan-Undertaker match. Hogan won with a fucking roll-up.
The roll-up of doom?
Roll-up of death? God.
Well,
and it was to the
doom?
Undertaker, so yeah.
You can't do
The roll-up of death.
You can't roll up death.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Well, Hogan did.
Just because Hogan thinks he can roll
And by the
up
way,
death.
this promo by Jack Tunney's, even though he's talking for maybe 15, 20 seconds, is pretty bad. He's like, I want, like, the winner of this prestigious event would be the undisputed WWF champion. Now, Finkel's like, now get the fuck out of the ring. Who's your number one? Who's your number one? Who is it? Who's your number
I
one
wonder
entrant?
if it's somebody well known. It was.
It's the British Bulldog. So I kind of got stats up there. The British Bulldog. I'll do them. I'll do them later.
Okay.
I'll do them as they get eliminated. How long they were in the match and how many people they eliminated.
That sounds very smart.
Instead of doing it right now. 2000, we did on our last watch along. 2020 WWE Hall of Famer. Who's number 2?
No, he was 3.
Spoilers! The $1 Million Man.
With Sensational Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Opinions on Sensational Sherry?
As a worker?
As a worker? As a valet?
Incredible. I liked her. Here we go. WWF title on the line.
I'm going to call Ticketmaster.
Why?
Mainly because, well, not Ticketmaster, the credit card that I used to buy the AEW tickets.
Oh.
Because I did ask for a refund for them. And they're claiming that, well, it's been canceled, but I don't know when you're going to get your money, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
A supplé.
Supplies. Okay,
Another government supplé.
you're in the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
You drew number 6.
Okay.
What's your strategy?
Hold on to the bottom rope.
The
Or hide
entire
underneath
match?
the ring. Or hide underneath the ring.
Or do you hornswoggle?
I might be.
You still have to eliminate one person.
That's fine. Oh, we didn't throw Bulldog out. And there goes the $1 Million Man. So he was in there for 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Well, as long as they don't, make Bulldog stand in the middle of the ring for 5 minutes, waiting for the next person to come down and trying to cut promos on people inside chambers.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No! It can't be!
That's not fair to Flair.
I'd like that fucking camera shot that was kind of like running up the aisle.
Yeah.
That's not fair to Flair! And the commentary for this particular Rumble is fucking probably the best ever.
Yes. 100%. Because it's Heenan doing Heenan.
Yes.
Oh my
Why is
goodness.
it Mr. Perfect allowed out there?
Because he took the Lloyds of London deal.
Well, because he's not a manager. He's an executive consultant. It doesn't matter.
That's also true.
I did not watch this pay-per-view live. I got it on Coliseum Video.
How much later?
Or rented it on Coliseum Video. A couple months later. Whenever the video store had it, I got it. I don't even remember how long.
So we kind of talked about this a little bit on the last watch along we did. Where was your go-to place to get wrestling VHS tapes?
In 92?
Just in general.
So, at first I was renting them, and then I'd rent the same ones over and over again, and I don't even remember what the hell the video store in Clifton was called. I don't remember what it's called. It's a liquor store, ironically, now, but I don't remember what it was called. But,
yeah, right next to what's now Tops.
Yeah. So, or I'd go to Mr. Video when that was, now is the Phelpstown Court.
Jesus Christ.
It's Jerry Sags.
Yeah, because when I think high quality Rumble players, I think Jerry Sags.
So, excuse me. Then my brother was like, why don't you just, because we have multiple VHSs in the house, why don't you just, dub them? Put a blank tape in.
Holy shit. Piracy?
Yep. Put a blank tape in, and then I build my collection up that way, so anytime I, rent something, a movie, I rent the same ones and just dub them. Then I started to get older and was on Q in Newark, which is now Family or Dollar Tree?
It's Dollar Tree now, yeah.
They had old WCW 93, 94 tapes, and they were I think only $10 for a tape, so I was like, shit. So I bought them there. And then, FYE at the mall.
Oh, yeah. They also had an arcade in the back.
And there goes Jerry Sags. He lasted 1 minute and 6 seconds. Then Amazon, essentially. So you could tell growing up, you went from renting to dubbing to buying to ordering online. now to WWE Network. So it's like the evolution of the move of technology.
Yeah. I was
Haku.
When I first started, I was renting them a lot at Wegmans Video in Newark.
Wegmans.
God damn. I used to go to OnQ, but I never actually bought anything in OnQ.
I remember me and Aaron Cummings, he got me into liking the band Korn, and they were just releasing a new album, and we made a bet on who would get the album first. And I went to OnQ. I made my mom, this is before I even had a license, made my mom take me to OnQ to buy the album. And I got it 2 days before Aaron did, and I won the bet.
That was Issues, wasn't it?
No, it was
the one before?
One after. I don't know what the fuck the album name was.
Maybe it was.
I think you're right. I think it was Untouchables.
I have to look.
It's funny because I used to be a huge Korn fan. I listened to Korn so fucking much that I kind of can't listen to them anymore. Wow. Because like I listened to them so much. It was Untouchables.
Yeah, Untouchables released in 2002. 2003 was Take a Look in the Mirror.
And that was See on Their Side was pretty good, and then they kind of went down. I probably stopped listening to them after the Untitled album.
I can tell you when I stopped listening to them.
Huh?
Before Issues. I didn't like Issues.
Oh, you didn't like Issues? I liked Issues.
I loved Follow the Leader. Life is Peachy was okay. April, my sister, got both of those albums.
And there goes Haku. He lasted 1:51. Shawn Michaels!
Okay. Of the three people... Okay. Fuck, marry, kill.
Well, you kill Bulldog.
Oh, really?
I mean, because you kill Bulldog. I think you gotta fuck...
You gotta fuck Flair, right?
I was gonna say, you gotta fuck Flair and marry Shawn because Flair's gonna cheat on you.
Of course. I mean, that's a way to get out of the wedding.
And you're gonna have a shit ton of debt, so...
Fair point there.
Completely missed the super kick.
Yeah, it was 92. Was he still doing the teardrop at this point?
It was essentially like a gut wrench suplex was his finisher.
That fucking teardrop was the most ridiculous fucking suplex in the world.
And there goes Shawn Michaels! Oh, no.
He doesn't. Another biffed super kick.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're like a second ahead of me. Yep. Come on, Kiki, I heard you.
Yeah, after that, really, I would just borrow them from you at that point. We were either watching them live or I was borrowing them from you. And then 2005, 2006-ish, I had my own computer, and
that's when the hermaphroditic porn...
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, a lot of things just happened. We'll just leave it at that.
Shawn bumps his ass off in this match, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely he does.
Hi, cutie key. I have a pussy next to me.
I don't have that.
Hey, who's the next participant?
Marty?
In the Royal Rumble.
Gotta be Marty, right? Everyone wants Marty.
Marty wasn't even in this match.
But
Matador!
Marty Jannetty is coming down.
That's not Marty Jannetty.
It's not? It looks like a jobber.
I was going to say, that's a former Intercontinental Champion, but then Marty Jannetty actually wins the Intercontinental title a year later, so I can't say that. So every person in this ring has been at least an Intercontinental Champion.
Yes, absolutely.
And a Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
And they're all Hall of Famers.
Okay, so let's see if I can get this right. British Bulldog wins it with Neidhart?
Really, dude?
Brett? I actually don't know.
He won it while he was a member of the British Bulldogs.
Oh, with Dynamite?
Yeah.
Didn't he win it after that, though? Wait.
No. Yes, he does, but not with Neidhart. He wins it with Owen.
Owen, okay. I knew it was one of the family members. Obviously. Okay. Obviously, Tito wins it as part of Strike Force.
Mm-hmm.
Flair wins it with Dave Batista, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And Shawn obviously won it with God as his partner. Shawn pulling the Flair card out.
Well, who does Shawn win it with? He's won it with a couple people.
John Cena, for one.
Cena was one. Triple H.
Triple H was another.
Well, see, there was another person. There's got to be more people. It's the Barbarian. Tommy Young, come over here and jerk me off. Right as I say that, his hands are
Oh, God. That was wrong. That was
perfect.
wrong.
That was perfect. You heard that story, right?
Yes.
That's the reason why I have a Tommy Young t-shirt.
Okay. He was a 5-time WWF Tag Team Champion, a 1-time WWE Championship.
AWA Tag Team titles for Marty Jannetty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's all the... Let's see if you can name all of them. Okay? Let's see if you can.
I can't. That's
You
why
can't?
I'm like, it's Triple H, John Cena.
Yep, that's 2.
Obviously Jannetty was the AWA. So
There's only 2 other people.
Only 2 other people?
Only 2 other people.
Only 2 other people.
Only 2. Yeah, I know.
I gotta think. Let me think.
One's obvious. One's not so obvious.
Okay, I gotta think here. Is giving the year gonna be a big...
Yeah.
Fuck. I have no fucking clue.
One was one with... I think
Oh,
there was...
wait, hold on. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Oh, fuck. The fuck. It was in 94. Big Diesel. Fuck,
Yes.
I can't remember his fucking name.
Yes, that was the obvious one.
And then... Fuck. Trying to think of, like, the years and shit. Oh, duh. I think I know.
Okay.
Stone Cold.
Yes. He was the other one.
Because I was just going through, like, the pay-per-views. Then I'm like, I remember King of the Ring 97, Michaels faced Austin and they were the tag team champions. So, okay. Kerry Von Erich.
Wow. The Texas Tornado.
You know, he went right after Ric Flair.
Why
Because 1, everyone goes after Ric Flair, and 2, Kerry Von Erich's like, shit, I want a world title from you. Only because my brother died.
That's interesting.
It's actually a true story, too. It's at the David Von Erich Memorial Show at Texas Stadium. I think he only held it for like 10 to 2 weeks or something like that. There's only really like a feel-good moment, and he dropped him back to Flair.
I mean, why not, right?
Well, and also he wasn't very reliable.
Really? A Von Erich reliable? Nah.
Actually, they all were, except for...
Well, they kept getting fucking hurt, killed, and killing themselves.
Well, the only one that didn't kill themselves, well, there's two of them that didn't kill themselves. David didn't kill himself.
Right.
And Kevin's still alive.
Right. We had a massive motorcycle accident.
The other three killed themselves.
Right.
No. Tornado had that motorcycle accident.
Yes.
Oh, I'm afraid about Kevin.
No, Carrie.
He has one foot here, ladies and gentlemen. There goes Bulldog! Blair's like,
come on, Bulldog. Go over. Okay, so interesting, very strange bit of trivia for you. On April 4th, 2000, Michaels had one match. Okay? The person he had the match with was on this show and he's not in the Rumble. Who was it?
On this show and he wasn't in the Rumble?
Wasn't in the Rumble. And it was April 4th, 2000, and it was a indie show event. I'll give you...
On this show,
mm-hmm.
What was not in... So it wasn't Owen Hart.
I'll give you the promotion they did it. It might help, it might not. It was the Texas Wrestling Alliance.
Nope. Not in the Rumble.
Not in the Rumble.
Okay, so it wasn't Owen because he's dead. It wasn't Neidhart. I'm just going through the first matches.
Okay.
It has to be Paul Diamond.
It was Paul Diamond.
Because I'm thinking about it more. I'm like, it's not the Legion of Doom. It's not any of the fucking National Disasters. It's not the Beverleys or the Bushwhackers. So it had to be, and it wasn't, and the only person that it had to be was Pat Tanaka or Paul Diamond.
Yeah, and we all know what Pat Tanaka did in 2000.
I literally have no clue. Greg the Hammer Valentine.
What do you mean you don't know?
Greg the Hammer Valentine, another former Intercontinental Champion. Another former Tag Team Champion.
He had his tag title with Honky Tonk Man?
No.
Who was it? They're Rhythm and Blues, but...
He was not with Rhythm and Blues. Here's a big hint. Bulldog and Dynamite beat him for it.
Oh God. Fuck.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
Want me to say it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake.
Fuck! God
Before
damn
he
it.
was the Barber, though. Just Brutus Beefcake.
Mr. Beefcake. Okay, so Barry Darsow, former tag title.
Tag team champion.
With Demolition. That I do remember. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Von Erich's the only one that's not a tag champ.
He was probably a tag team champion in WCCW.
Well, I mean,
Barbarian,
in WWF.
actually, I think, later this same year, was in a WCW World Heavyweight title match on pay-per-view.
Really? Wow.
Who's the next one? It's Nikolai Volkov,
Volkov.
another former tag team champion. Who's enters at number 12, by the way.
And having a hard time getting in the ring, but he makes it. He makes it. Let's see here. Oh, Sheik was his tag team partner when he won it.
Yep. Nikolai doesn't know what he's trying to do. He's just like, a
lot of tag champions in there. I gotta find out if Kerry Von Erich was tag.
Okay.
Probably was in some random promotion, but it's not going to happen.
I'm looking right now. NWA American Tag Team Champions, NWA 6-man Tag Team titles, NWA World Tag Team Champions, Texas version.
What the hell is the Texas version?
I'm not clicking on it. I don't want to. Yeah, no. So, yeah, just NWA randoms. And there goes Nikolai, who was in the match for a minute and 3 seconds.
Holy shit!
What?
Okay, so I did have to look at it because I needed to get my life around it, I guess. So the Texas version of the NWA World Tag Team Championship was only defended in the eastern part of Texas, even though it was the NWA World Tag Team Championship. The reason why that was the case was because the NWA Board of Directors allowed any member of the NWA to create a version of the NWA World Tag Team Championship, which led to as many as 13 identically named championships active in 1957. From 59 to 69, there was a second NWA World Tag Team Championship promoted in Texas, referred to as the Amarillo version, or the West Texas version of the NWA World Tag Team Championship of Texas.
So, Repo Man has thrown out Greg Valentine and Nikolai Volkov.
Holy shit! Look at him getting a fucking push.
And Boss Man is in the match at number 13.
Big Boss Man.
Look at him. He's a Jap. And there goes Repo Man!
Of course, because, of course, the officer of the law throws out the criminal.
So, Repo Man was in there for 6 minutes and 23 seconds. He eliminated 2 fucking people.
Big Boss Man, another tag team champion.
With Ken Shamrock.
Yep.
And I think the second hardcore champion?
Possibly.
Think he beat Foley for it?
I know in one of the WWE games on the PlayStation, he was the hardcore champion at the time.
Flair just threw out someone.
I don't know who.
I think missing? It was... No, someone was at Tito. Well, there goes...
Carrie. Oh, British Bulldog's out.
Oh, Bulldog lasted 23 minutes and 33 seconds. He eliminated 3 people. Tornado was in there for 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Didn't eliminate anyone. There goes Tito and Shawn Michaels. Michaels was in there 15 minutes and 46 seconds. He eliminated 1 person. And Tito was in there for 13 minutes and 55 seconds. Also eliminating 1 person. And here comes Hercules. He goes right after Ric Flair.
Who no-sells his punches.
Because they're weak-ass punches. Flair's like, what the fuck you doing? He no-sells it, and then just high-fives the Barbarian at her feet. Don't do it, Rick. Don't do it. Oh, he jerked off Tommy Young. What are you doing? Don't do that. Or Tommy Young jerked him off.
Yes.
Look at Hercules. He's like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm trying to do a spot. Press slammed. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
You're a Jesus Christ.
I am a Jesus Christ.
You like Cheez-Its. Wait, no, Flair's out. No, he's not. There goes the Barbarian. Who lasted 12 minutes and 55 seconds. Still eliminating anyone. Oh, Flair poked him in the eye. What a heel. Rainmaker!
Yes. I'm in.
What?
I said, yes, I'm in.
Oh. He just kicked him and then bitch slapped him. I love this Boss Man bump, though. I don't know why. Every time I see it, boom, And he almost kills himself. Flair wins it! Flair's the champion!
Nice. Got a few.
He's the only one in the ring. He's the champ! Bossman was in it for 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and he eliminates number 2. Or eliminates number 2. Eliminates 2 people. Who's number 15? Piper!
It's Piper.
See, I love this booking because they were feuding with each other at this time. So it made perfect sense for them to go at it. And Piper's a bad man. Back body drop. What are you doing? Jerking off over there?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that knee lift.
I wanted to get some, because there's a lot of tag team wrestling on this show, and as we've been kind of playing around with, there's been a lot of tag team champions.
Piper is a former tag team champion.
Yes.
With Ric Flair.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, wow.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that, yeah.
And he's also a former Intercontinental champion because, he's the Intercontinental champion on the show.
Of course.
So.
Do you know who has the longest combined days? It's one wrestler has the longest combined days as tag team champion across all of his reigns.
Kofi.
No. He's on the show.
Longest combined?
Yes. Kofi's a good guess. He is number 2 on the list.
Oh.
No, excuse me. He's number 3 on the list.
Combined reigns. Jerry Sags.
Nope. Not even close.
Jake the Snake Roberts. That's who's coming down, so I might guess.
Trust me.
Which organization was it?
WWF.
WWF.
Yes.
Repo Man.
No. Huh. He is 5th? 5th. Well, Axe and Smash were both 5th, obviously.
Neidhart.
No.
It's not the Mountie.
No.
Legion of Doom?
Nope.
So somebody in the Rumble match?
No, actually.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm finding all sorts of fucking trivia on this one.
Mr. Fuji.
Mr. Fuji is it. 932 combined days. Over 5 reigns. The person number 2 is Billy Gunn. And then obviously Kofi's 3rd with 817 days, although WWE only recognized 815 of them? Question mark?
Probably taped
and then lost it, I guess.
Figure 4! He's tapping out! He's eliminated!
Piper says, fuck you to both of you?
Well, yeah. That's every man for himself.
Axe and Smash did over 3 reigns, 698 days. But nothing beats Mr. Fuji's 5 reigns for 932. Billy Gunn's 10 reigns at 916 days.
Who's next? Oh!
Hey there, tough guy.
So this one, and then Monsoon goes, well, he's going to have to leave the board outside the ring.
Why?
And I'm like, why? It's no DQ.
You're absolutely right.
What the hell? Why is everyone going after Flair? That's not fair to Flair.
I have to go through all the NWA ones.
So I wouldn't know that.
Well, the problem is there's so many different versions of it that you're not even truly sure what it is.
Right. Like, kitty, I know it's past bedtime. You want to lay down on the beddy. So Piper and Duggan are a tag team?
Because they're wearing the same color.
Yep. Oh, I just farted. Fuck yeah.
Who the
This is
fuck
really
are
exciting.
you?
What?
Okay, so I figured out who it was. It's the tag team of the Skull Crushers. They grabbed the titles and held them for 2.5 years.
That was when no one was watching the NWA?
Oh, hell yeah. Well, what to tell you that he was also working for WWE at the same time.
Huh?
Yeah. When he first won them. He got released during that time because he was working at Deep South, I guess. This was back in 2006. So he gets out of Deep South and FCW and basically goes to an NWA taping, works with this guy, and he holds the titles for like 2.5 years.
Wait, 2006?
It was across 2008 through 2010.
Okay. I was going to say, because 2006, they were still under TNA control.
Correct.
So I was like, huh. There's Piper. There's Flair with his head up his ass.
Yeah.
Double knocker! I mean...
There's the Flair bump. We needed the
Vince
Flair bump.
hates the Flair bump.
I'm sure he does. Didn't
God
make
damn,
him
pal.
money. So all that matters is it didn't make him money.
Like Rotunda, I think also a former tag team champion.
With?
Barry Windham.
Yes.
And also Dr. Dusty Williams in the NWA.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There goes Flair. Oh, no. Maybe not. He just chops him. Who's coming out next? Who is it?
Holy shit. So, as I'm going through this, I'm going through Wikipedia, and obviously, when tag teams come up, the Dudley
it's a
Boys come up.
murderer.
Holy shit, yeah. He looks like a murderer at that point. So I'm going through the Dudley Boys' Wikipedia page.
Why?
And because I don't know why. Because I was trying to do some research for tag teams, but it came up. But as I'm scrolling down, there's this picture of a very familiar venue. I'm like, and then I read the caption, Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, posing with the 2CW tag team titles after defeating Kevin Steen and Jason Axe in Watertown, New York.
Oh, that's where I no-sold the chair shot from Bubba Ray.
Because fuck you.
Yeah. I don't sell for some indie guy.
Wow. You remember that time I didn't sell for Bubba Ray Dudley? Yeah, fuck him too.
So Jimmy Snuka was the first ECW champion. I mean, he killed the person, so he had to be pretty extreme.
Wow.
That's right.
Jimmy Snuka, tag team champion? I don't think so.
I don't either.
Give me goddamn orange. He is a
national tag team champion with Terry Gordy of all people. The Mid-Atlantic version
He
of
didn't
the
win
NWA, the World Tag Team titles with Paul Orndorff, and then also with Ray Stevens.
Wow. Funny enough, he never held a single title in WWF.
Nope.
I find that surprising.
Undertaker. By the time he gets to the ring, number 21 will come out.
Also a tag team champion.
Yes, with Big Show.
Yes.
I had to think about that for a minute. Like, huh? But he's not even a Triple Crown winner.
No, he never held the Intercontinental title or the U.S. title.
Right.
In fact, the only secondary title or even really tertiary title
lasted 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
Thank God.
Elimination 1.
I love him selling for Taker.
That's not fair to Flair! Only because Undertaker is bigger.
Taker is a hardcore champion. He's obviously a multiple-time world champion, tag team champion, but never an Intercontinental champion. Wow. The mule kick.
Yup, the Duggan.
Phenomenal. And when I think of the best tag team in the world, Death and Taxes. Right there.
Yup.
And that's the end of that alliance. It only lasted a minute, but whatever. I love Flair like, hey, yeah, go get him. No, I'm going to hit you instead.
I love how he sings it behind Taker and he's like, hey, yeah, I'm going to hit you. Who's number 21? We are 2/3 of the way through this Rumble. And it is Macho Man!
That's a lot of running.
He's looking to protect the snake.
Where is he?
Flair just fell backwards.
He's like, nope, no thank you.
No, he's choking him. Jake gets out of the ring when Macho Man comes down. And then now he's like, okay, I got him. Don't worry about it.
What a game.
That's all Doug knows how to do is throw hands. Short arm clothesline. No! He's going after Jake the Snake. What the hell? That's not a good idea, Randy.
What the hell are you doing?
I think. Yeah. Doesn't he eliminate himself?
Yep, there, right there.
Randy. Well, Jake Roberts was in the match for 10 minutes and 55 seconds to eliminate anyone. Savage and Taker. It was smart for Taker. I like that because he's like, you're an idiot. You just eliminated yourself.
He's just there to just punch him.
He's like, idiot. Get back in the ring. But of course they get around it saying, oh, you had to have someone throw you over the top rope. But
that keeps changing.
Yes. Now it's if you just go. But now it's any way you go over the top rope, you're eliminated.
Unless you're Curtis Axel.
No one gives a shit about Curtis Axel.
Don't you even get me started.
No one gives a shit about Curtis Axel.
Macho Man. What's that?
Your second favorite wrestler is next.
Cool. Is he Asian?
No.
Can't be my second favorite.
He's your second favorite. Because we know Mantar is your first favorite.
Yes, you are correct.
But it's not Mantar.
It's got to be Sid Udy.
No.
No? Okay. Macho Man Randy Savage was a tag team champion.
In the WWF?
No.
So it had to be WCW.
No. It was an
then
NWA. One of the 50 million NWA titles.
No clue.
I'll give you a hint. He was also on the show.
Undertaker.
No.
I have no clue, dude.
His brother.
Oh. That makes sense then.
Yes.
Flair's like, I was with Elizabeth before you were. Woo! Here's a nut shot. Oh!
Deep.
Nut shots.
Deep in.
And he's like, who is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it? The Berserker!
Huss. Huss.
So, what was the Berserker's ending move? Do you remember?
The, claw?
No. His ending move was literally throwing people over the top rope and then throwing them back into the ring and pinning them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So he was a absolute winner here, right?
He is in the match for 9 minutes. It doesn't eliminate anyone.
Oh, fucking A.
And his ending move is literally throwing people over the top rope.
That's because he didn't have a finisher saved.
I just found that funny as hell. Duggan is still in this match. What the fuck?
How cheating ass fucking God damn it. The Berserker is the first person in what is it, 12, 13 wrestlers that didn't win a tag team championship.
Yeah. Oh, obviously Rotundo won it with DiBiase too. And DiBiase's also a former tag team champion.
Right.
So suplexing back in. I love this. Choking Flair. And then I think doesn't Piper choking the Undertaker? No, Undertaker
chokes
Piper.
Yeah.
And then it feels like a 3-way choke.
This is getting kinky.
Flair likes it. Look at him.
He's in. Well, I can tell you my favorite person's coming down the ring right afterwards.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Mike Jones!
Who?
Mike Jones!
AWA Tag Champ. Mike
Really?
Jones. Yeah. With?
The guy in the show.
No. The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson.
Oh. Come on, get that fat ass out there, Rick.
Get him out there. Get him out of there.
Dead air. Rick his eyes.
We're watching something here. Meanwhile, I'm looking up tag champions.
Because, yeah.
It's surprising how many there were.
That's not fair to Flair again. He's been in this match too long. He needs to take a breather. He's allowed to. No!
Get him out. Taker, get him out.
I know you're next. Another favorite wrestler is next.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, boy. 10 seconds. I can't wait.
Who is it?
I spoiled.
I know you are. I know
the rest of them now.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking them up as we're doing it.
Yeah. Sheiky gonna make you humble.
Why was Sheiky and... Why are they doing the bushwhacker dance?
'Cause they thought it was over earlier in the night, so they decided to do it.
Fuck you guys. We're the sheepers. We were doing it first. Fuck off.
So he's in the match for like 2 minutes and 36 seconds. It doesn't eliminate anyone. The hell? That's like the weirdest looking power driver ever. What the fuck is IRS doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, just drop him on his big ass dick, as BBC.
This is craziness.
Boom. 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 Punch. Chop, punch, chop, punch, chop. We're live at the Knickerbocker Arena.
And no one seems to care.
What is the venue called now?
The Pepsi Arena?
Nope.
Where did they change it to? Times Union? Well, it was the Times Union Center at one point. I don't know what it's called now.
I think it's still the Times Union Center.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people in. Taker, surprisingly, hasn't done much, other than choke people erotically.
Well, yeah.
Look, Virgil's choking Taker while he's choking somebody else.
Yep.
Because when I think of Virgil and his gimmick, I think choking Taker is a good way to do it.
The model! Rick Martel, a former world heavyweight champion.
Yes.
In the AWA.
Tag team champion.
With Tito Santana.
As part of Strikeforce.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 world champions in there. So he's trying to figure out who they are.
Well, Flair, Taker, Asshole, Martel, and... Where's the
Really?
Sheik.
Oh. Is he still in there?
Yeah, he's still in
No, he just got
he's gone.
Done. Well, there were 5. Now there's 4. I forgot about Sheik.
And then, obviously, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
I was trying to be stupid, but then I saw Sheik was still in there. So.
I didn't even see him in there, to be honest. I thought he was already eliminated.
I love this. So here's the thing. Going back and watching this match, it's been a while since I've watched it. Maybe
USA!
How many Canadians are in there?
1. 2.
2. Piper
2.
and Rick.
Yep. We don't know Berserker's not Canadian.
John Nord?
He's not Canadian. He's from Minnesota.
Here's a real Canadian.
Oh, god damn.
And the crowd goes apeshit.
Why is this piece of shit in here? Double knockers, Hogan, or Undertaker and Flair. So Hogan pretty much. IRS is like, let me get some blows in. Berserker's like, let me hold Hogan because no one likes Hogan.
Right. I just want to point out.
There goes Martel!
Hulk Hogan's only won the top title in 3 promotions.
Well, those kicks were Sasha Banks like.
Yeah, goddamn.
Wait, so Martel got eliminated, but he's going right back into the ring.
Why not?
Maybe he wasn't supposed to be eliminated.
And there goes Taker, because fuck you.
13 minutes and 51 seconds. Only eliminates one person.
Nord's out.
Zerker. 9 minutes, which I said. Only eliminates no one.
Hogan must pose. And use the fucking shirt like a fucking heel that he is.
Well, yeah, because he is a heel.
Virgil almost dies via getting kicked by Martello.
Duggan lasted 20 minutes and 45 seconds, eliminates one person. Virgil lasts 7 minutes and 29 seconds, eliminates one person, so they eliminated each other, so I guess that's what that is.
So, Hogan's won world titles in 3 promotions. Okay? WWE, WWF, WCW. What was the third one?
New Japan?
Yes. I also want to point out that AJ Styles has won more world championships in more promotions than Hulk Hogan.
Skinner is also a former tag team champion. You wouldn't know it by looking at his gimmick. That's Steve Keirn, folks. Yes, part of the Fabulous Ones.
You just go, what?
Yes. And Steve Keirn even said that the Skinner gimmick is actually more of who he is in real life than the Fabulous Ones were.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Stop chopping Flair. He chops you.
It's okay. He beat Virgil once.
What was that?
It's okay. He beat Virgil once.
Who?
Steve Keirn.
Everyone beats Virgil.
It was the closest thing to a bye in the 91 King of the Ring. Look at Steve go. He's doing God's work by going against Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Let's hope Hogan doesn't throw him out real quick.
And Flair is still in there.
One chop. Almost puts him over.
No sells the buckle. Boom.
Skinner's in there a long time.
That's Sergeant Slaughter!
Holy shit. Where's Iron Sheik when you need him?
Right.
I could not find... I take that back. I did find one, but it was...
Oh, there goes Skinner. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to eliminate anyone.
He is a former NWA World Tag Team Champion. So is everyone else.
Don Canoodle.
Yep.
I knew that one. Also a former WWF champion.
Yes. Did not know the tag title.
Yeah, I knew that.
Gotta get... Oh, really? No? I'm looking up our next victim.
I know. So am I, actually.
See, we're doing this hardcore here. Now Hogan's a cheating ass piece of shit. Wait, where's Skinner?
Hogan's a cheating ass piece of shit.
Skinner's gone.
I know, I already said that.
Yeah, but I didn't even notice.
I said he got eliminated. Martel eliminated him.
Oh, well.
God, you're not even listening to me.
No, I'm not. Hey. Rotunda's still in.
He is still in.
And laying on, or being laid on by Macho Man.
Who comes in at number 29?
My third favorite wrestler.
Ha ha!
I was his manager once.
It's Sid Justice. Then he no-showed.
No, I still managed him to the ring.
Sid's like, move so I can...
I'll just gingerly come in the middle rope instead of going over the top. Jesus Christ, don't break your leg.
Ha ha! I see what you did there. For some reason, Sid is a face at this time.
Because he's Justice. That was great. Look at Hogan. Wasn't I supposed to do a bit with him? Oh, I can't remember. I'll just beat the shit out of Rick Martel.
Yeah. Only one person left.
He is a multiple-time tag champion. Coming down the ring. He was voted by Dave Meltzer in 1989 as one half of the worst tag team with the Barbarian.
Oh, the Warlord?
Yes. That's phenomenal.
It's 10:38 Eastern Time here.
He can't keep it together.
Sleazy Acid wants to tape these at fucking late at night, because, you know.
I gotta work in the morning.
Two former horsemen going at it.
Oh, God. That's right. I think of Justice, I think of Horseman.
There's a don't hurt me. My kitty key. Yeah, I know. No, Kiki. You want to go petty poop. And there's the Warlord.
So,
No! Don't eliminate Flair!
The last match he had in WWF, he lost to Virgil.
Mike Jones.
Who?
But Hogan's eliminated!
Was he, though?
No, put him in, threw him underneath the bottom rope.
Oh, okay.
But Hogan should be disqualified for that.
You can't be disqualified. Ow! That was fucking vicious.
Dude, wait for this fucking Sergeant Slaughter elimination, right here.
Oh, Jesus!
Slaughter was in there 4 minutes, 37 seconds. There's no one, but goddamn, that was the bump of the fucking match.
I mean, to be fair, it was just before a really nice bump, too, but holy shit.
No, not the big boot.
What is he doing?
Trying to open up IRS's mouth to spin in it?
But he was opening it up by pushing his mouth shut.
Well, that's Sid for you.
Yeah, true.
He has it by the tongue!
Okay. Sure.
And there goes IRS, who lasted 27 minutes and a second and didn't eliminate anyone.
Wow. This is phenomenal. We're on to our last gentleman, I guess.
What do you mean? All 30 men are in there.
Yes. Because the Warlord's there.
Warlord, a minute, 34 seconds, no one.
Because fuck you.
Down to 6.
And then there were 6. You got all these big names and the model Rick Martel. Fuck you.
Yeah, Martel lasts 12 minutes to 39 seconds, eliminates one person. Piper lasted 34 minutes, 6 seconds, eliminated one person.
Okay, when you saw this Final Four for the first time, who did you think was going to win?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Flair.
You really thought Flair was going to win?
There goes the Macho Man, and he 22 minutes and 26 seconds eliminated 2 people. Yeah, I honestly did. Just, messed the Flair bump up, so Sid's like, come on, dude, look at us in the background. So Flair's the guy has to do that. Sid, come from behind. He eliminates the Hulkster! 11 minutes, 29 seconds, eliminates 4 people. So Hogan, because he's the good guy.
Because fuck you.
Because he's the good guy. It's every man for himself. Why'd you eliminate me? Why'd you eliminate me? It's every man for himself. Grab Sid's arm because Hogan's the good guy. Sid can't even take a bump. And Flair wins it! Flair's the champion! Justice, 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Only 6 people. Flair lasted 1 hour and 2 seconds.
He eliminated 5 people, didn't he?
Yes. And Flair is the heavyweight champion of the world.
And of course, because Flair wins, Hogan's got to pose.
Oh, he doesn't really pose. He just
but you know what I
there.
mean. He's got to come out and hot dog. Get back into his ring and hot dog.
He's got to get his heat back.
Yeah, fuck you.
And there's Sid.
Flair has won the world championship in WWF, and the most important thing about this is Hogan and Sid Vicious need to fight.
Yep.
That's how this goes down.
Yep.
Now, I want to point out that we are good 6 minutes away from the end of the show. Wurzel in the back. What else is out there?
Pat Patterson, Dave Hebner, Tony Gurria, Rene Goulet.
Wurzel, if you're... Yeah. If you guys are not followers of OSW Review, god damn it, get over there. Watch their shit. It's fucking phenomenal. So, more hot dogging.
Yep.
We have to... Don't forget, we've had a brand new World Wrestling Federation champion. And it's neither one of the 2 people in the ring.
Nope, because Hogan rightfully got eliminated, and Hogan helped Sid get eliminated while Hogan was already eliminated, because Hogan's the face. That's how well faces work.
This is phenomenal.
Sid's like, I'll take you right now, man. I'll stab you.
What, you leave your scissors at home?
About 2 years later, I'll stab Art Anderson. Well, October 93. I'll stab Art Anderson. I'll stab you. I don't give a fuck. So he's like, I don't need a shit. I'm playing softball.
He is the ruler of softball.
He is.
So where was this going?
Hogan versus Sid at WrestleMania. Which is weird because you would think it'd be Hogan and Flair because the 2 biggest names never face each other. This is a famous Flair photo with a tear in my eye photo. Or promo. I don't want to say photo, but promo.
Every once in a while, I do have to hear it.
You gotta turn it on? I can barely hear it on yours, too.
Yeah.
Let me turn mine on. So if you can't hear it through our feed, guys, we'll never say this, but mute it and listen to the promo.
Yeah. Everyone's on point here.
Yep.
Absolutely everyone's on point. So I want to point out Flair's promo there is a great example of how to put over a world championship in another promotion. Whereas Hulk Hogan tries to do it with the IWGP title and basically buries every company he's worked for beforehand.
Well, okay, now pretty much the show's over. They're just doing highlight packages. But Flair's promo is phenomenal, and the point is that, yes, they said that you blurred out what we thought was the real world championship, but the title I just won is in fact the real one. So he's essentially buried the WCW title, but he also elevated. It's the only title in the wrestling world that makes you number one.
Well,
so
the way he puts it out there doesn't devalue it as much as elevates the WWF one.
Right.
Versus Hulk Hogan's promo about it, whereas he's got the WWF title, he goes, "This is a trinket. This is a toy. This is nothing to me. That's the real title I want," and he points to the IWGP title. That's not how you do it. What Flair does here is he does a great job of, and all three of them do. I mean, they do a great job of putting over WWF as a whole, but also specifically the title. And I'm happy to see, once again, this show and seeing the reactions. The honestly, the Rumble's great, but the promo is just the reason why you watch this.
Okay, so to cap it off, the match went 62 minutes and 2 seconds. Greatest Rumble match ever.
Oh,
5
I don't
stars.
know. Wait a second. Are you including the greatest Royal Rumble in that?
Yes.
Oh.
5 stars. Meltzer gave it 3 3/4.
Fuck him. Piece of garbage.
Like I told you, you'd be really happy to hear what Meltzer gave it.
Because he's a piece of shit? Yeah.
If it was in the Tokyo Dome,
It would have been 5
like
stars.
It would have been like 2.5.
Oh, yeah, true. Because it's Flair. Watching this show for the first time in a while. Now, I've watched the actual Rumble more recently, but watching the entire show as a whole, it's surprisingly bad.
Yes.
I did not expect it to be that bad, honestly.
I think I said we were planning on doing these Rumble watch-alongs because, again, my first pay-per-view was the 91 Rumble, yours was the 92, so I said you got the better Rumble match, but I got the better show, and it's not even close.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Looking back on this, you know this show for 2 reasons: the Rumble itself and that phenomenal Flair promo.
So pretty much just watch this show for the Rumble match.
Yeah, and most people do. They just go and watch the show, and then they see the promo, and they call it a day, and that's really the way to watch this show. But that's pretty much it for the show. Once again, thank you guys for following along with us with these watch-alongs. I know we tend to go on very strange tangents.
Let's do a tag team title tangent during the Royal Rumble match.
Like a long one too. But I personally really enjoy doing these because it's a nice way to reminisce about a lot of older times and a different philosophy of professional wrestling.
Yeah, no, I enjoy watching the older shows because it just brings me back to my childhood and what I enjoyed watching, which happened to be the fucking Hogan era. But
it could have been worse. Quick things. Our next show is probably going to be. What did we figure we were going to do? I don't actually remember.
Either the 2006 SummerSlam or the 91 Rumble.
Okay. I'm not sure what we should do.
I mean, I've had these watch-along notes for the 2006 SummerSlam for months.
Let's do that one.
Okay.
Let's do that one.
And that will actually kill the Blue Notebook officially.
Cool. So next show that you hear from us will be that show. So for everyone that enjoyed this with us, and as always for Sleazy,
for the Fat Man.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm a well-gone sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like sports, interactive polls, friendly banter from two guys that probably shouldn't even be on the microphone doing this stuff anyways? Well, if you do, then you're in luck. Us two knuckleheads, Brandon and myself, comprise the Listen In Podcast. That's right, Listen In, the podcast. We're talking sports, we're talking news, we're talking topical things, we're talking all sorts of things, my babies, and you are all invited to listen in right here on the Gear Radio Network.